Jai Hind to all. Myself Amita Sthana from Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. In the subject signal system, that is code KEC 403. Now we will understand to calculate one more important topic, the transform of unit step function. So today's topic is Fourier transform of unit step function. What is unit step function and why we calculate the Fourier transform? That is one. We will understand why we are calculating the Fourier transform, and then we will derive the Fourier transform of unit step function. So the analysis of the signal is very convenient in frequency domain. So we need to convert the time domain signal for analysis into frequency domain, because the signals which are available naturally, that are always defined in time domain. So for the analysis of the signal, to view the signal properties, we need to calculate the transform. That means we need to calculate the conversion from time domain to frequency domain. That is one. So frequency domain representation is important as far as signals are concerned, and in this regard we need to understand how to calculate the Fourier transform of unit step function. Now this topic, why it is important and why it is to be taken separately, because as we all know, this particular question is very important from the examination point of view. We need to calculate the Fourier transform of unit step function, and what is this unit step function. So we need to understand this unit step function. I define, let us, this signal is defined as unit step function. This is always 1 for t is greater than or equal to 0. So my ut is 1 for t is greater than equal to 0. As we can see, as t is tending to infinity, see here, my t is tending to infinity, my signal is going 1 1 1 and up to infinite values of the time t. So if my t is infinity, my value will remain the same, but if I want to calculate the Fourier transform, then is it possible to calculate the Fourier transform? That is one main important question. That if it is possible to calculate the Fourier transform, then we can calculate by using the formula. What is the formula? Let us see. If xt signal is given and I want to calculate the Fourier transform of xt, then simply the Fourier transform of xt can be calculated as minus infinity to infinity xt e raised to the power of minus j omega t dt. But the signal here, it is xt is equal to ut, and ut is 1 for t is tending to infinity, my ut is always 1 for t is greater than equal to 0. So if I want to calculate the Fourier transform, I need to calculate the integration, but since this function is non-integrable and hence we are not able to find out the Fourier transform of unit step function. So, this is one major important point, that if I need to calculate the Fourier transform, then my signal must be integrable, which is not in this case. So, what is the solution? Now, I will represent my signal as I have written here. I will write my signal xt to be equal to half plus half of signum t. This is one part which I will represent my ut in terms of signum function. That means unit step function can be defined in terms of signum function, and the question is why we are doing so. We are doing so because xt, that is ut, is non-integrable. We are not able to find out the integration. As it is t is tending to infinite, the values are always 1. Now, let us check the signum function. So, here we go. What is my signum function? Quickly we will make the diagram for my signum function, and here it is. This is my t, it is 0, this is signum t, this is plus 1, this value is minus 1. Okay. So, my signum t is one and minus 1. 1 for t is greater than equal to 0 and minus 1 for t is less than 0. So, this is my definition for signum t. So, now as I can see here also, what is the problem is that as t is tending to infinity, my signum t is 1. As t is tending to minus infinity, again my signum t is minus 1. So, here also t is tending to infinity and minus infinity, and the function is absolutely non-integrable, and we are not able to find out the Fourier transform of the given function, that is signum t. So, but we are writing our unit step function in terms of signum t. So, there are basically two steps. We went from unit step function to signum t, and then we are not finding the solution for the calculating the Fourier transform of signum t also, because signum t is also defined for plus infinity to minus infinity. So, what should be done now? That is a concept. So, concept is, and how we are representing, let us understand why we are writing this xt is half plus half signum t, because for t is greater than equal to 0, signum t is 1, the xt value will be 1. For t is less than 0, the xt is equal to half plus half of signum t will be minus 1 in that case. For t is less than 0, so that will be 0, and that will give me my unit step function. So, two signals we have defined, ut and signum t. Ut we have defined in terms of signum t, but the problem which was occurring with the calculating the Fourier transform of unit step function, that is also existing with calculating the Fourier transform for signum t function. Then the solution to this problem is, now I will represent again my signum t in some another integrable function. So step is I converted ut to signum t. Now I will convert signum t to some another integrable function, and this integrable function I will take as exponential. I will take it as exponential function. If I take the exponential function, then it is possible to calculate the Fourier transform of any exponential function. Let us see that. So, how to represent the signum t? First of all, I will find out the Fourier transform of signum t, then I will go for say unit step function. So, here this signum t we have already defined. Now, we define the signum t as exponential function which is limit a is tending to 0 e raised to the power minus a mod of t signum t, that I will define. So, it is one possible solution for calculating the Fourier transform of signum t. Now, signum t, if a is tending to 0, e raised to the power minus a mod of t will be equal to 1 and function will remain signum t. So, for signum t, for t is less than 0, it will be minus 1, for t is greater than 0 or equal to 0, it will be plus 1. So, I will put my limit. In that case, my yt will be represented as yt is equal to limit a is tending to 0 e raised to the power minus at ut, because this signum t is plus 1 for t is greater than 0. I have eliminated the mod from here and now I am writing my signum t function. Similarly, here e raised to the power plus of at, because for mod t to be less than 0, mod t will represented in minus t and this will become as e raised to the power plus of at u of minus t. Okay. So, my yt will be given by this. We must remember that my yt is signum t and I am interested to find out the Fourier transform of this signum t. So, now we will calculate the Fourier transform of the given function by applying the same formula. So, here I will rewrite the Fourier transform of signum t, that is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. Similarly, here I will write limit a is tending to 0 and I have converted e raised to the power minus at ut, e raised to the power minus at ut, okay, minus of e raised to the power at u of minus t into e raised to the power minus j omega t dt. Like that, I will calculate the Fourier transform of signum t. Let us calculate this Fourier transform. Now, I will write it as minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to the power minus at. We can do one thing, that we can take out this limit a is tending to 0 outside the integration, as we will use it later on. Ut e raised to the power minus j omega t dt and minus of minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to the power at u of minus t e raised to the power minus j omega t dt, and the bracket closed. Now solving the integration, just let this limit a is tending to 0 to be outside the bracket. For e raised to the power minus at ut, I can define the limits 0 to infinity, as my ut is 1 for 0 to infinity plus of infinity. So that will be e raised to the power of minus a plus j omega into t dt minus of, similarly this limit will go from minus infinity to 0, and this will be minus infinity to 0 e raised to the power of, this value will be 1 for t is less than 0. So e raised to the power of a minus j omega t dt like this. So I will calculate this integration and this integration separately, and then we can apply this limit a is tending to 0. So here it will be coming out to be f of signum t is equal to limit, let it be outside until we get the result. So here this integration will yield 1 upon minus a plus j omega as constant, and the integration will be like this only, e raised to the power minus of a plus j omega, and I am going to put this to be 0 to infinity like this, okay, and I will close this bracket and rewriting the another one as it is minus. So I will put here as minus of limit a is tending to 0, okay. Again this is as 1 upon a minus j omega, a minus j omega, and the limit will be e raised to the power a minus j omega, as we are doing in the same way, and here I will put my values from minus infinity to 0, from minus infinity to 0, okay. Now these are two integrations which we are required to solve. So here what I can do is just putting the values, here it should be t, and here also it will be t, and in place of t we are going to write the values 0, infinity and minus infinity. So here this will be limit a is tending to 0, and it will be infinity, this minus infinity will cancel out, and 1 upon minus infinity will give you 0. So the first integration will be having the value minus a plus j omega, and in the bracket it will come as 0 minus of, when we will put t is equal to 0 it will come out to be 1, and we are doing nothing but just putting the limits. Similarly the second one, I must change the color for that. this one. So this limit a is tending to 0. So here the constant will be same 1 upon a minus j omega as constant, and here putting 0 first I will get a value of inside the bracket it will be 1, and for minus infinity it is going to be 0. So that will be 1 minus 0, and now I can sum up my integration values. So I will write as f of signum t is equal to, here it will be 1 upon a plus j omega, limit a is tending to 0, from here as 1 upon a plus j omega, this minus and this minus will make plus 1, 1 upon a plus j omega. Let us look at the second value of the integration. Here it will be minus of 1 upon a minus j omega. So here I will write it as minus of 1 upon, see here it is a minus j omega, so I will write a minus j omega here, and then I need to put the limit for a is tending to 0, because this limit which needs to be calculated, that is to be a is tending to 0. For this calculation I will simply put a is equal to 0. So here as I put this 1 upon j omega, a to be 0, here also a to be 0, 1 upon j omega, and the Fourier transform of signum t comes out to be 2 upon j omega. That's one. So Fourier transform of signum t we have calculated as 2 upon j omega. So now the original question is to calculate the transform of unit step function. So how to calculate the unit step function Fourier transform? Now I must put the value for this f of ut I am interested to calculate, and this I have written as f of half plus half of signum t. So for this Fourier transform of half and Fourier transform of half signum okay. Signum t Fourier transform we have calculated as 2 upon j omega. So let us write the Fourier transform of ut as half of, now I need to calculate one more transform, that will be Fourier transform of 1 and half of this signum t. In place of this signum t I will write 2 upon j omega. So I am substituting the value of the Fourier transform of signum t which I have calculated earlier by using the Fourier transform formula, and also by the use of exponential function e raised to the power minus a mod of t. Now we need to calculate one more step, that is f of 1. What is the Fourier transform of 1? Instead we are one step far to calculate the final value of the Fourier transform of unit step function. So let us calculate Fourier transform of 1. That is, again rewriting the Fourier transform formula. Here my function is 1 e raised to the power minus j omega t dt. This is nothing but minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to the power minus j omega t dt. So this integration, as we know that this integration value is nothing but 2 pi del of omega. So this integration is 2 pi del of omega. This we know the formula that Fourier transform of unit is calculated as 2 pi del omega. We have this particular identity, and just substituting this identity to calculate the Fourier transform of unit step function, I have f of ut is equal to, substituting this 1 upon 2 into 2 pi del omega plus 1 by 2 into 2 upon j omega. My final result comes out to be pi del omega plus 1 upon j omega. This is my Fourier transform of unit step function. Thank you.